Hello and welcome to the High Performance Training Academy. My name is Tyler Yorko, founder and head coach. And what I'm going to do in this video is walk you through what exactly is involved in our program, how it works, and how we can help you to achieve incredible results, break through your plateau, and become the version of you that you want to be. So to dive into this, first off, if you're watching this, you're a man who wants to reach the next level. You're probably in the gym regularly. You're watching what you're eating pretty healthy, but your results are not what you want them to be. You're stuck at a plateau. You're not building muscle rapidly. You're not losing body fat at the rate that you want. And really, you want to feel confident. You want to feel strong. You want to have high levels of testosterone, high levels of energy, and you're just not able to see that happening right now with what you're doing. Most of the guys that I work with are in a very similar position to you, and what it takes is assessing your actual lifestyle, your diet, your training, and putting things in place to make an efficient and effective plan that's going to get you the results that you want. So as I go through this, I'm going to share with you some of the results that we've had and really how we've shifted from being stagnant while working hard, while being in the gym 60, 90 minutes a day, to being more efficient with our time in the gym. Typically 45 to 75-minute workouts are what most of these guys are doing, and they're getting far better results. But not only are we trying to get better results, for me, some of the most important things are the results outside of the gym. I believe in holistic success. I'm not a bodybuilding coach. We're not getting people stage ready. I want you to take your shirt off at the beach and have some compliments and have yourself feeling good and feeling confident and have your abs showing, have the definition that you're looking for, whatever it is for you. I want you to feel that, but we're not getting you bodybuilding ready. I'm not pushing TRT and steroids on my clients. I don't believe in that. I want holistic success, holistic health, and I want you to be feeling that way and feeling good with your career thriving, with your relationships thriving. We're not sacrificing those things just to get results faster. You don't need to spend all of your waking hours in the gym to get these types of results. For instance, I have my high performers here, just a handful of them that I want to talk about. Number one is Mike Sullins here in the top left corner. Not only did he have incredible results, he lost 27 pounds in just 16 weeks, but throughout that process, he was showing up at work with more energy. He was trying to do each thing in his life at the highest level he could. And the results of that is he actually got scouted by another company and recruited to a new job where he got a raise. And then within months, he became a foreman at that company. He was making more money, working less labor. And to top it all off, he said the biggest win that he had wasn't the physique. It wasn't the added income. What it was is that he was showing up as a better father for his two daughters, right? We've got Chris Clogg in the middle here at the top. Similar thing. He switched careers. He ended up going to a new company and again, became a foreman of that company. Now he's got a company truck. He's making more money than he ever thought he would because he's showing up for himself at a high level, because he implemented what we call high performer habits and the high performer mindset in his life. Not only was his nutrition better and his training better and more efficient, not only did he have more time in his life and start shredding body fat like crazy, but he feels better and now he's earning more money, right? A lot of times people come to me and they say, I don't have time for this. You know, I'm super busy at work. The reality is, if you're not super busy right now when you're thinking about starting this program, I would be concerned. Everybody is busy. All high performers are busy. It's just the reality of life. I can't remember the last time I didn't think, oh, you know what? I'm not too busy. I'm not too busy lately. We're all busy and you're going to remain busy. And there's going to be little cycles in life where you get busier and where things start to settle just a little, and it's going to be for a short period. That's okay. But for instance, Ryan, he's a firefighter. He was working 48-hour shifts sometimes, 24 to 48-hour shifts. He was super, super busy. And we made sure that he was planning ahead and he was efficient and he was effective with his plans, right? He was getting in good quality food. We were rehabbing a back injury while shredding body fat. This was a 4-month transformation, and he got ready for a firefighter shoot and then the firefighter fit competition, and he looks absolutely incredible just four months later. But he even said throughout, I wouldn't have been able to do this with how busy I was if I didn't have the plan and I didn't have the guidance and I didn't have a coach to lean on. So if those are things that you're struggling with, I urge you, this is the right time. If you start when you're busy, things will settle down and they will become easy. But if you start when things are settled, life will become busy and you're going to start struggling then. Get through it, build the resilience, and everything becomes easier. Right? Now, last is, if you have a partner, if you're married, if you're in a committed relationship, I urge you to talk to your wife and tell them, if this is something that you want to do, this is something you want to commit to, and you say, hey, I'm ready to level up. I want to break through this plateau. I want to become the best version of myself. I urge you to speak to them, send them this video and say, hey, you know what? I want to be the best version of me, and I'm thinking about doing this program, and I want your support. And when they watch this, if you're the spouse who's watching this, I'm talking to you now, this is their way of saying, I want to do this. This is something that matters to me, and I need your support in this process. A lot of times, especially men, they struggle with asking for support. And so if you're watching this, this is their way of asking for that support. And there's going to be times where they need a little bit of help with, maybe it's grocery shopping or meal prepping or not having a bunch of booze around or not having chips on the counter. They're going to ask for your support in that. And in this program, I've seen people become so much closer and elevate their relationships to new levels, but I've also seen it drive a little bit of a wedge between couples if they're not supportive. If one person's really dialed in and wants to change, but the other one is sabotaging them, it creates a wedge in relationships. And so this is an opportunity for you to support them and help them get to the next level. And ideally, in this process, we're going to set goals in your health, in your wealth, and your relationships, and we want to see you thrive in all of those areas. So yes, it's an investment, but it's an investment in personal development, and you're going to become a version of you who can earn more, who can be there, who can be a better spouse for your partner, a better father for your kids. That's the type of transformation that we're looking for. And so Who am I? My name's Tyler Yorko. If you don't know me, if you don't know much about me, I'm a kinesiologist. I played baseball at the University of British Columbia, studied kinesiology there. It was a top 4 school in the world. It was ranked 4th in the world for kinesiology at the time. And lucky for me, lucky for you, I injured everything throughout that process. I injured every joint in my body that I can think of: wrist, elbow, shoulder, back, hip, knee, ankle, all of it. And I was actually working under some of the top rehab specialists in the world to rehab that stuff during this time. I've worked with chiropractors, I've worked with physiotherapists, I've worked with strength and conditioning coaches and professors, and I've been able to learn from some of the best in the industry, which felt like a burden at the time, but looking back was an absolute blessing in disguise. In this time, I've now been training for 19 years in the gym. I've got over 10,000 hours of in-person experience, and I am here to help transform lives. I love to spend time talking to my clients and programming. I'm a huge nerd in that aspect. I love working out, and I love to be active. I don't live to train, I train to live. I want to live my life, I want to be active, I want to camp, I want to hike, I want to paddleboard, I want to spend time with my family, with my fiance. That's what life is about. In the bottom corner here, you can see this was my 1-year transformation. It was when I really dialed in. I said, you know what? I'd been training for over 15 years, but I said, I want to look the part. I want to be confident in my body. I want to take my shirt off and people know that I'm a trainer. People know that I know what the hell I'm talking about. And so I dialed in, and this was what I was able to accomplish in 1 year. And this is something that you absolutely can do too. So the way our program works, so I'm going to dive into this. I'm going to be relatively quick. The way our program works, everything is done on an app. It's super easy to use, super user-friendly. You've got access to communication with your coach 24/7 all the way through. There are 4 aspects of this program, which is why we get incredible results. Yes, there's training and nutrition. Absolutely. That's where we're going to get most of the results in the short term. But in the long term, for sustainability, we work on mindset and lifestyle as well. This is like a chair with 4 legs. If you have all 4 of these as a good foundation, you will be stable. You'll be able to balance there forever. But if you remove one of these legs, you may be able to balance for a certain period of time. But over time, life's going to throw you off balance and everything comes crumbling down. And that's usually the process of yo-yo dieting, getting on track for a month or 2 months or 3 months and then falling off. That's what most people are doing. And so if you have mindset, lifestyle, training, and nutrition all in place, you are guaranteed results. And so let's dive into this. First off, training. What we do is help you break through your plateau and achieve a new level of fitness, performance, and confidence in yourself. We start our clients off with a movement assessment. We periodize a program from there, inserting corrective exercises. So not only are you building strength and muscle rapidly, you're fixing old injuries. You're mobilizing tight areas of your body, and you're strengthening weaknesses. We want you to be resistant to injuries. We want you to have good joint health and no pain. That is the process that we're going through. And along the journey, you're going to feel better while you get bigger. Most people are just getting stiffer and stiffer, tighter, tighter, injury after injury after injury. We do the opposite. We're getting you strong, lean, and pain-free for the rest of your life, and we're going to show you how. Throughout this process, all of our exercises in the app have video instructions, super easy to use, and I'm happy to review your movements to make sure you're doing them well. And then through that process, implementing things like progressive overload so that we can guarantee results. Nutrition-wise, our goal is to help you get to your ideal body composition and to develop intuitive eating skills so you don't have to track food forever, but you can be at your ideal body composition, body fat percentage, and ideal weight. So you can look how you want to look and you can feel how you want to feel. Nutrition is not just about weight loss or weight gain. We're going to help you improve your gut health, which will improve your hormone health, which will improve your brain function and your energy levels. If you've ever looked at someone and thought, wow, that person's on steroids, they look so good, I could never do that. Well, yeah, if your hormones suck, your results are going to suck. And so nutrition-wise, we're going to help you optimize your hormones, because if you can get a solid natural boost in your testosterone, that's like hopping on TRT. And that's how we can get incredible results for our clients, where people literally think they're on steroids because they went from shitty levels of testosterone to high levels of testosterone by implementing good nutrition, good lifestyle habits, and good training practices, right? If we can do that stuff well, and we're going to show you how, we're going to get incredible results in a quick period of time, right? We don't shame foods. We don't say this food's good or bad, but we look at the spectrum of what's better or worse for you, for your goals, for your inflammation, for your energy levels, and we work through that stuff. We're going to share with you a ton of resources, like how to create your own meal plan using AI in like 30 seconds. I'm going to give you resources that you can have forever, so you're not crippled into needing a trainer forever. You can actually graduate from this program and get incredible results for the long term. The third one is lifestyle. A program will dictate your results in months, but a lifestyle will dictate your results for years. And so we create a plan that fits your lifestyle, that is efficient and effective, so that you're not wasting time. If you're here, you're busy. You're a high performer, you're busy. You don't have time to waste. 45 to 75 minutes in the gym, get in, get out, get the results, go recover, go spend time with your family, do the things you love, build your business, right? If you can do that, you can then optimize your schedule, and you can create conscious priorities for your life. That's what this is about. We're going to help you build habits and routines that serve you rather than taking away from it. We're going to build a program that works for health, wealth, and relationships. And last is mindset. You'll learn practical skills and mindset to build confidence in yourself and continue progressing long after graduation from this program. So we work on improving focused attention rather than just spending extra time, right? We work on overcoming the main obstacles that are holding you back. What is that linchpin that's keeping you from reaching that next level, and show you how you can do this for the long term, right? Building self-accountability and responsibility so that you can keep going. Within this process, we have multiple touch points. We have team coaching calls, we have Q&As, and we also have weekly check-ins with our clients. Now, with that, we do a quick survey about every quarter, and when we actually look at that, some of the results that we've gotten, some of the answers that we've gotten is like, what is one thing you think that would make this online coaching experience better? And here are 2 answers that I was given. Honestly, this program's 10 out of 10. My mind is blown at how organized and easy everything's been, and my results are next level. Another answer, I've got nothing. This is the best online coaching experience I've had. Thank you for all you do. And that was from somebody who's been in multiple coaching programs as well, right? So we're always looking to improve our program. I don't think we have the perfect program, but we're working on it. We want to improve because we have a high performer mindset, and I want to give the best service possible and get the best results for my clients. And I will hold myself to that standard, and I hope you hold me to that standard too. And I'm going to hold you to that standard. We don't mess around. We're here. If you're signing up, you want to get incredible results, and that's what we're here for. I urge you, before we move on, is to think about the results that you want. If you look at these guys here and these transformations that are behind me, I don't show you this because you're exactly like any one of these guys, but because these are some of the results that are absolutely doable, right? And this is inspiration. If they can do it, you can do it. If you look at the photo on the left, are you different than them? Are you special in any way where you can't achieve results like they have on the right? No, we are humans and we are all very similar in certain ways, but we're all a little bit different. The reason we can get these results is because we have a customized approach to fit your busy. So with that said, what's involved in the program? Everything that I've just talked about is included in the program, including our academy resources, coaching calls, nutrition, training resources, a customized program, nutrition plan, our full movement assessment, form analysis from a kinesiologist, check-ins. All of that stuff is included in our programs, vary from $10,000 to $16,000 as annual value. However, we wanted to make sure that we actually had a program that was affordable for everybody. So even though all of that stuff is available and there is the value there, at the end of the day, we wanted to make sure that people could afford this. And as an in-person trainer for a long time, that's not sustainable for a lot of people. I went from charging $80 to $100 to $120 an hour, up to $150, up to $200 an hour. And it just wasn't sustainable for a lot of people, but it wasn't sustainable for me to continue doing, which is why I now provide the service online, because I can help more people at scale and I can help you get these results, right? So when you think about that, most people are spending $100, $150 an hour for 2 hours a week, 3 hours a week. You're looking at $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 a month for training. We want to make sure that you can afford this. And so we've got 2 programs available with customizations. One is our Elite Custom Transformation Program. You get your movement assessment, your customized program, your technique reviews, our office hours where you can come in and ask questions and do small group calls, team Zoom calls, nutrition guidance and adjustments along the way, and you do weekly self check-ins to make sure that we look at what's going on and we make adjustments accordingly. That's just $99 per week. Our other option is our one-on-one VIP coaching transformation. Everything that was in the Elite Custom Transformation is also included in this, as well as holistic goal setting and mindset, a personal development plan, and one-on-one Loom check-ins each week to make sure that we are on par, making sure we're progressing at the rate that we want, or we're making those adjustments accordingly. That is just $149 per week. Or if you're looking at doing a paid in full option, we do have some discounts for that. And with that, if you have a spouse or if you have another referral, we do have some other promotions around that. So if you are looking at getting started with this program, we do customize our programs based on your goals and realistic timelines. So please come back to your coach. Let's talk about your realistic timeline and set up a customized approach for you. These are the annual options, so things may vary based on the timeline. However, we are looking forward to helping you achieve a stronger, leaner, pain-free version of you and get you the results that you want, breaking through that plateau and becoming the best version of you. I look forward to talking to you soon. I hope you have a fantastic day.